Okay. So this is my Windows 10 is login with the student one only. So first of all, what is this NTFS features? Okay, so NTFS, what is NTFS? Anybody will tell abbreviation? New technology.
New technology file system.
File system. Okay, so in Windows, whenever you see NT means new technology. Okay, file system. So we have two file systems mainly we used in a Windows operating system, that is FAT32 NTFS. Okay, so FAT has a limitation. So like last class we discussed. So each partition size is maximum 4 GB only. FAT32 is 32 GB maximum partition. Okay, earlier days like a Windows XP time, we use a FAT32 for installing operating system and storing a files purpose. FAT means file allocation table. NTFS is support up to 2 terabyte and as well as a more also. Why two statements are there? Why? Because of this statement is up to Windows XP work, up to Windows XP type only. Okay, but practically like later on days, Windows Vista 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, the NTFS version updated, so automatically maximum supporting size is increased. Okay, so and FAT32 support up to 32 GB. Nowadays, FAT file system we are using for a memory cards, pen drives and memory cards purpose. Now you have a mobile phone, you put a memory card like that. Okay, so in that too, FAT 32 GB means your memory card maximum memory card size is 32 GB only. You cannot store big files also. Very big files you can't able to store. So like a 4 GB files, kind of stuff, 1 GB, 2 GB files you can't able to store it. So what to do? So even though space is left, if you are trying to put a big data file, single files, it's a file is not means storage is not available. Okay. Next, EXFAT came into the market to get a problem to support your SD cards. If it is more than 32 GB, SD card is there. So then, like nowadays, we got a 64 GB, 128 GB, 256 GB, 512 GB, 1 terabyte of a SD cards are available. So if you insert into the mobile phone, first it will ask, I want to format this one with the EXFAT. Okay. So automatically your memory cards comes with the EXFAT file system inside. So this file systems are a high level file systems. So, okay, so there is a two type of formats are there: high level format, low level format. This is high level format. High level format define how to store a data in the storage space. Low level format is like how to create a sectors, tracks kind of stuff. Okay, that is in a manufacturer ways only. So out of which NTFS is we have become more popular in a Windows operating system. Okay, so that is the part. So NTFS having a certain features like a quota, compression, index, security, and encrypt. So already we done a security practical. So security is like a ACL type, access control list. Access control list. Yellow or a deny, read or a write permission means access permissions. Actually security means access permission, access to the files, access to particular like a drive or access to a printer. These are access permissions are there. Okay, so you can allow to access or deny to access also particular user or a group. You can allow them to access or deny the access. So security does not mean any virus or antivirus. It is only access permissions. Okay. Okay. Allow or deny a user or a group to users and groups like that. Okay. So usually we tried with a read and write related permissions. Okay, remember what it is like that. Okay. Next, quota. Quota means, of course, we need to open cant. For example, I have a big disk is there. Okay, so I have a very big disk like a 200 GB disk is there. Okay, my drive is like a this is something like a C drive, D drive, like that it is there. I have a something like a maybe E drive is there, for example. Okay, this is a for example 200 GB drive. What happened? User one, or we are doing a practical with the student one, right? So student one is a admin. Okay, student two is a second user, right? So what happened here? Think like this: you have a brother or a sister, someone in your family, or someone you also using your computer. What they done? So usually like youngsters, like what they would put it. So they keep putting a data, like they download data, music files, video files. Okay, they keep putting the data into your drives. What happened? Unnecessarily data will be occupied. To this 200 GB data, and only student 2 means a second user is putting lot of data in it. So you want to control them. So what you done? Out of this 200 GB, you created a logical space inside. Means you are giving a 200 GB to student 1. The E drive only, it is a E drive only. But for a student 2, you are giving E drive, that is only 20 GB only. For example, just for an example. Okay. So student 2 can store a data up to 20 GB only, up to 20 GB only you can create. For example, you have a multiple users are there. So multiple users,
The
you can
20
give the
GB is mandatory, sir. Only 200
no,
GB
no,
of
no. Just for
partition are allowed.
example, you have a 1 TB of space is there, or maybe 2 TB of space. So you want to give only 10 GB inside, or maybe a 100 GB inside. Okay. So total space, out of total space in the disk, total disk space is 200 GB. But for a particular user, you can give a limited space only. Maybe 100 GB out of 200, maybe 50 GB, 10 GB, 5 GB, like that. Okay, this is for an example. Meaning is user cannot get a complete space. Okay, he can see the data in the disk. What are the data in the disk? He can able to see it, but he can able to store up to 20 GB only. Okay, so that's the point. Okay, means a user can access limited size of disk space. Simply, you can say. For example, it is a single system wise. Okay, in enterprises, you have a centralized storage are there, means you can able to store the data in a particular space. There also what they will do, they will put a quota. To simply to understand, in a Google Drive 15 GB quota. OneDrive, if you are Office 365 user, OneDrive size is 1 terabyte. Okay, like that. So I have a secondary user, like my student user, something second user is there. My brother is there, so he is also using. Okay, what I have done, I limited a size. And second, it is not just a limitation. It is not just a something a limitation kind of stuff. It is also called as a reservation. Also called as a reservation. It means he will get definitely 20 GB. Means I have multiple users are there, 10 users are there. Okay, so people are keep putting a data, right? So when I given a 20 GB to student 2, he surely will get 20 GB free space from the disk. Okay, his space is not occupied by any other users, but data is look like a same E drive, entire data E drive data we can able to see it like a just there is a data. Okay, I'm not creating any separate partition for second user. I'm not creating any separate partition for second user. Within the partition only, I'm giving a quota. Quota means like a ration or a reservation. Like in a bus, ladies quota is there, no ladies seats are there. It is like a reservation. So only that particular seats are allowed to sit. Others are not allowed to take. Okay, it's like that one. So reservation quota, like your quota today is a like a pocket money type. Okay, your father may have more money, but he will give you a limited amount. So you spend your monthly expenses or daily expenses within this amount only. Okay, that is a quota. Yeah, yes, yes. I given present to everyone except to two members, Preet Money and so this name. I don't know why people are written like that. Okay, I've seen everybody is came. That's why I given. Guys, don't leave the class. Okay, like that. Okay. Compress. Compress means you have a disk and you put a data. Okay, you have a disk and you put a data, and the data is like you keep putting a data in the disk. So what happened? Disk will be full. So you can compress the data. Means reduce the data size on the disk to save disk space. Save disk space. Okay. So compress the data. So how to save the space in the disk? Like using compress. So right click on the data. So go to the compress file. So data size will be reduced. Okay. Next index. Index means indexing the data or files or documents or whatever it is. File in generally like data or files, everything is same only. So index the data. So it easy to search in the system. Okay, index the data. In generally like you want to search for a certain application or maybe certain file, it is quite easy if you are if it is a indexed. If it is a indexed, okay, you can manage the indexing using a control panel and as well as data wise or Disk wise also you can able to do it. Okay. So this is indexing options, which data you want to index and where you want to store the indexed data. So like this. Okay, index locations and this one. Advanced. So based on the shortcuts also you can file types. See, so different type of files. So when it is created, automatically it will indexed. You can add a new extensions if you required. Index properties only. Index properties and file content. Index encrypted file. Treat similar words with a diacritic or a different words kind of stuff. This is the where indexing data is stored. Okay, so for a troubleshooting, like your files are not opening properly, like that something is happened. Okay, indexing is not good, like then you can rebuild it. Like it means whatever the index is happened till time, it will be removed and rebuild the index again. Or to change the location, you can change it. So in a control panel, you can go to indexing option to modify the settings. Okay, so it will index the data. Index means in a textbook we have an index, right? So where the type of file metadata will be created. So for using that one, it is very easy to search for the data in the system. Encrypt. Encrypt the data. Encryption or it will or encrypt is encrypt the data. So the data cannot be accessed by other users without encryption. Or a certificate. So it is encrypted data means the data format entirely will changes. Encryption data, the data format cannot be read directly. Means like you see this data, you can able to read the data, but encrypted data will show in a symbolic mode like this. You can see like a so look like a capture type only. Like this. We don't know what it is also. So different level of encryptions are there. Okay, SHA1, SHA2, RSA, thumbprint. These are different type of encryptions are there. Okay, so to access the data, we need a key. So without a key, you can't able to access data. Wires used cannot be accessed by other users. Cannot be accessed by other users. Meaning is by default, the owner of the file, the person who encrypted it, he has a key already. He has a key already. That's why I use other user. Otherwise, you can put it encrypt the data so that no one can access the data without a. You can say like a okay. We can't access the data without encryption key or a certificate, also called as a certificate. Install. Okay, so that is important. Next, how to understand this key. You know, this is the encryption is a universal kind of stuff nowadays. So nowadays, I said like if I open something website, see HTTPS, HTTP over SSL. So SSL is a secure socket layer. So that is encrypt the data. HTTP does not encrypt the data. HTTPS encrypt the data. Okay, so telnet does not encrypt the data. SSH encrypt the data. So like that, it is different things are there. Okay, so the first one is we'll see the quota, then we'll see the encryption. That's it. Okay, so guys understand different meanings of NTFS features: quota, compress, index, security, and encryption. So quota means it's a disk quota. So here it is, it's a disk quota. So a user has a disk space. No. A system or a PC or a laptop has a drive. Example, E drive 200 GB, for example. So I'll continuously I'll take that one, 200 GB E drive. Okay. Allocate 20 GB to user 2. Okay, allocate 20 GB to user 2. So you can use the word allocate or a quota. Say limit. What are useless quota na? Limit. You can use allocate or limit. Quota or reserve. This is a quota word. It is reserve. E drive is 20 GB to user 2. Just an example for understanding. Okay. Okay. So how to do this one? So we'll do it. Okay. So first of all, for quota management, again we required nothing is required. So we have to go to something like a E drive, right click and stuff. So first of all, go to this PC. Okay, there. So right click on the drive. So go to select E drive, for example. Right click. Do not do it in your physical machine, guys. Virtual machine is required. This PC E drive, right click. Okay, so select a quota. Enable quota. There's two check marks are there. Okay. So check like that. So I will show you. It is quite easy to understand by showing. Okay. Guys, remember I log in as a student 1. Okay. So I logged in as a student 1 first. Do it in a student 1. We check it from the student 2. Okay. This is my E drive. So you can see E drive 20 GB drive. Not 200 GB, 20 GB drive. Guys, there is no ratio. 10%, 20% is not a ratio. Okay. It is the only thing is depends upon me what I think and how much I want to give. Only that thing only. It's not about a percentage kind of. Last time, so when I give an example here, it is like a 200 to 20 GB. 200 GB, 20 GB. It's a 10%. Okay. If I take a 20 GB, then I give 2 GB. Again, don't think it is a percentage. Okay, it just you can give out of 20 GB, you can give 5 GB, 10 GB, 1 GB, Okay, to understand the practical, so we do it. Okay, so this is a 20 GB disk. So right click, go to Quota, enable Quota kind of stuff. So this is E drive. E drive not having any files. Just for fun, we put a 1 or 2 files also. Okay, 2 files I put it. Just nothing is there. Okay, so right click, properties. Look at this. It's a quota is available here. Okay, first is go to Quota. Show Quota settings. Then enable Quota Management. Enable Quota Management. Okay, enable Quota Management. That is a check mark. Next, deny disk space to user exceeding quota. So next check is deny user exceed deny disk space to users exceeding quota limit. Something limit. Okay, these two are a check marks. So these two you have to check it. First you have to enable the quota. Next is deny disk space kind of stuff. Okay, 2 check marks. Last 2 check marks also there. If you want, you can put the check marks also. Okay, this is the events will be generated if you are checking like this. It means if user is exceed the quota limit or exceed the warning limit, it generate the events. Okay, so events will be, we can able to see the event management. So log event. Okay, so two check marks are there. Okay, two log events, both you have to check it. Okay, next quota entries. Okay, so here it is by default our user only there. It is no limited quota. Here it is new quota entry. Click on quota, new quota entry, or you can click on here also. Then search for which user you want to give the quota. So I put type student 2, second user, check names. It is displaying. Click OK. And next limited disk space to I am giving something like a 2 GB disk space. And there is a warning level. You know, in generally 80% is a warning level. 80% warning level means 20 GB disk quota is a quota maximum limit. 20%, sorry, 80%. 80% is the warning level. In generally 80, 85 like that you can put it. So my idea is 80%. How to calculate 80% is means 16 GB. So warning level. So 200 GB total space, 20 GB quota, 16 GB warning level. But here it is different. So 80% means 1.6 GB. Click OK. See it is quota is created. Quota is created. Then close it. So quota entries are there. See, look at here, 2 GB, 16 GB. So just close it, apply, OK, OK. I'm cancelling it. Why I'm cancelling it? We have to do it again. So here it is. Go to quota entries. Okay, in the quota entry. So new quota entry. Okay, so in the user, I'm putting student 2. Name, limit.
So student 1 is admin answer.
The student 1 is admin. So 2 GB and 1.6 GB warning. Just for a rough idea only, I am giving. Okay, then click OK. So then close, OK, apply, OK, kind of stuff. Okay, so this is it. So again, guys, you guys will tell, I will do it. So I have a E drive. Now, how to create a quota for a student to do? E drive.
Write it. Properties. Quota.
Second, may I get a magnifier? Yes. Now go to quota.
Show quota settings.
Very good.
Enable quota management.
Two check marks.
Log event and log event.
Two check.
Apply. Okay. Yes, sir.
Quota entries.
Okay. Quota entry.
Already it is done okay now, so that's why it is showing. Just removing it. I'll create it like this is the screen. It will show quota.
New quota.
New quota entry.
Search the student.
Enter student 2.
Otherwise, you can find it also. Advanced find now like that. We can able to do it. Okay. So this is a for a student to do.
Yes.
Limited disk space. I want to give 2 GB. Warning is 1.6 GBs. You can put MBs also.
So warning means
Warning means
Available 1.6.
in generally, if you see this is C drive, you can see C drive, right? It's around a 60 GB. So you reach almost like a 40 GB, 45, 50. What happened? It shows in red color. Like today data limit is completed. Evening you want to see something. You open a YouTube. What it will show? Today quota is 1.5 GB completed. Alright, about to complete, only 100 MB left. Please recharge before it is completed, right? Understand? Mobile data.
Total 2 GB, 1.6 GB used after give me warning.
Yes, you once you completed 1.6 GB.
Then after giving me
It is a
warning.
one. So you can use up to 2, but
Yes.
when about to reach, you
Yes.
should
Yes.
get a one.
Yes.
But it won't show any warning. It won't show warning means red color warning is there, but no pop-up kind of stuff. Only logs will be created. Okay, logs will be created. Now quota is created. See, okay. So then 2 GB limit, 1.6 is warning level. So what to do? Just close this window. From here, apply OK. So when you click apply OK, automatically generates some warning here. So you created enabled a quota kind of stuff. You should enable quota system only if intend to use quota on the disk volume. When you enable the quota system, the volume will be rescanned to update disk usage statistics. This might take us several minutes. Okay, no problem. Press OK to quota system now. Okay, then apply. And nothing, just click OK. Now quota is enabled. I said no, logs are created. So how to go to logs kind of stuff? Event manager, event vwr.msc, event viewer, event viewer. Okay, guys, in a Windows 10, they given a syllabus, but it is very difficult to get a questions and answers in the Windows 10. We can't guess. We can't. Depends upon always a previous batch questions. It is always a questions pattern will be changes in Windows 10. Important thing is what practicals I thought or what practicals you practice must be same anyway. Okay. So point is the question is the first Windows 10 question is what practicals you done on a Windows 10. So list out all the practicals and you have to compulsory tell what these are the practicals we have done. Then if they ask any practical, so you can able to tell in the step-by-step process, step by step. That's why each and every practical I am trying to show you at least 2-3 times. Okay. So this is the Windows logs. It's also one of the very important thing. It's an important question also. So Windows logs, applications, security, setup, system, forwarded event. Applications are related to the applications only. Okay, for example, you open some application, web browser you open, or system is open system related application or anything, login, logout, or a background application running, or a BitLocker is running. Okay, Windows Edge is running, like whatever it is, it's a application related logs. Okay, this is just a information to show. This is security. Security is a login logout type. It means when you log into your system, security successfully login. You log out, successfully log out. You access your system remotely, successfully login, audit success. Fail to login, audit failure. You want to try to access shared files from your system. Okay, so successfully accessible from remotely, successfully accessible, audit success. It cannot able to access, it denied access, audit failure. Okay, so that is this kind of logs are there. Setup. So setup is basically your system related one only. Okay, how system is running, turn off, turn on, services related. This is system. Okay, so this is something NTFS is showing 2 times, right? So we'll see that one. The system has successfully rebuilt user quota information on the disk drive with label E drive. Means in your system, anything changes, like you connected a pen drive, you format a disk. Okay, you formatted a disk. So like that, so anything related to the system. So that related logs will be created under here system. Okay. Next one. This is next one. Okay, like it started. So for example, user utilized a 1.6 GB. So you almost class a 1.7, more than 1.6 GB data stored in the E drive. Warning is generates in this place only. Okay, so that is a event viewer. So that's why we have to check the logs. So then through the logs we can understand. So about how much user is utilizing, means is it crossed the warning levels, or completed, means quota completed, encryption key working or not, like that. It's always depends. Your kernel related kind of stuff. Okay. Also you can see these are the warnings. Okay, these are the warnings. This is error. So what happened? What happened to this? Okay. E drive is showing for a student one, it is a 20 GB. Okay. Something is happened to it, no problem. It got freezed. Okay. Event viewer is also one of the important. So I'm going to sign out from my current user. Sign out is like this. One way is a sign out is like this. Another way is press Alt Control Insert. For physical machine, Alt Control Delete. But a virtual machine, VMware virtual machine, it is a Alt Control Insert. I'm logging to student 2. We'll see what is there. Okay. When you put Alt Control Delete for a physical machine, for VMware workstation, Alt Control Insert. So it is like a Alt Control Delete window, like a task manager, sign out, switch users, that kind of stuff it shows. So you can sign out from there also. Where is E drive? So this is the E drive. Right click, go to properties. Okay. So can you see? It's a 2 GB only it is showing. It is showing only 2 GB. The existing files are there, but the quota is only 2 GB. You can't put a more than 2 GB data in it also. How to put a data inside? You can copy paste the data from here to there. That is one option. Okay. Or you can do one more thing is like so this is 1 GB minimal. This is Linux operating system. Okay, 1 GB minimal. The size of this minimal OS is 1 GB. I'm copying 1 GB data now. Like that, you can copy a data and you can verify, or you can create some data inside. Okay, so using a command, you can create a empty file with a certain size. Like you can see two files are there. So those two files is 0 KB because nothing is there. You put some text, the size is little increase. Okay, but we can create a file in MBs and GBs without putting any data in it. But currently I'm copying just a file. Okay, I copied a 1 GB data. So where it is, see 1 GB completed. Still there is a 1.04 GB free is there. Okay. So as I said, you can copy a data or you can create a file inside to verify about a data kind of stuff. So I'm going to create a new file here using a PowerShell, but I'm typing a command which is not a PowerShell command. It is a normal CMD command only. For easy to access, I use a PowerShell here. Okay, so it is directly go to E drive. Okay, guys, if anybody is interested, just not interested, try once. I will try to find a video also, which is mine only. Otherwise, I'll share a link or anything. Otherwise, I will tell. Well, the time is limited. You got a lot of time. I don't get it. Okay, so what to do? Just try some CMD commands also. Okay, in a free time.
Okay, sir.
The command is fs util. Okay, meaning of the command is file system utilization. Okay. So you can create a new file. The file name is like a maybe file1.txt. Okay, with some size. Yeah, I given correct command in a wrong way. Okay, command is correct, but pattern is different because I used this command for so many days back. Oh. Your file is created, guys. This is the command. It's the command to create a file with some space. Okay, some space without any data. Okay, so this is the command. Okay, 1024 represent maybe a 1K kind of stuff. To see 1K. If you open this file, it does not contain anything. It is a empty file only. Okay, same thing. I will increase. I will want to create a something like a 100K. So file number 2, 1K, 10K, 100K. Directly I'm creating 100K. So it is 100K is created. Now how much I want to create? So like a file number 3. If I put a one more zero, it is become 1000K. It means almost like a 1 MB, 10 MB, 100 MB. Okay, 100 MB, almost like a 100 MB. So we'll try. We'll create a 100 MB file. So like this. File 3. Check the original size from the properties. Okay, 97.6. 97.6. 100 MB. 1000 MB. One more zero. The file is existed. So we'll try. File is created. File is created. So like this. So properties. It is 976 MB. Now I'm going to back. So look at here. It is red in color. You have only 688 KB free space is there. Okay, it is not showing anything. Just if you cross that line, then it's definitely shows the kind of stuff. I want to create 100. So what it is showing? There is not enough space on the disk. Okay, so this is not 1 GB, like it is 100 MB, 100 MB, right? So remove one more zero. It is a 10 MB. 10 MB also it is showing like that. 1 MB, even 1 MB also very difficult. This is a 100K. Yeah, 100K I can able to create it. Okay, 100K I can able to create it. So 100K I can able to create it. Still I have a 584 KB free space. Okay, guys, understand disk quota?
Yes, sir.
So original E drive size is 20 GB, but I am not able to create more than 2 GB because of quota is 2 GB. So I'm selecting all files. I want to see total space data I created 1.99 GB I completed. Okay, so this is the disk quota. Someone. Okay, you are unable to see my screen. So okay. Now can you see able to see Sai Kumar? So I'm going back to my original student one. What is the advantage of disadvantage of this quota? Advantage is other users, means multiple users, don't put a random data or so they don't misutilize a disk space. Okay. Next, it is reserved the data. There's a space for a particular user only. If user is not using that much space, but still you can't able to access the complete data. As an admin, you can able to, like you can, it will show 20 GB, but you cannot put a more that. So for E drive, for me, for a student one, it is showing 17.9 GB free space is there. Okay, and also you can see event viewer. Okay. Event viewers will, yeah, see, you can see something warning. So already I directly selected a system, but some warning is generated. Does not grant local activation for COM. Okay. This is log on. User log off notification experience, touch keypad handle writing performance. So action specific kind of stuff, something it is showing. Somewhere went to that kind of stuff. student 1 login. Usually it will shows here only, so you have to check the date, time kind of stuff. Or maybe it is not okay. It's okay, no problem. But in general, you have to enable that quota kind of stuff. Okay, guys, this is about your disk quota. To remove the disk quota, very simple. You have to go to, as a student one only, you have to go to quota, show quota settings. Okay, you can disable it. Means just if you uncheck this one, first one, automatically quota will be disabled. But you want to remove it completely. Quota entries. See, a lot of things are there. No, the student 2. Then you have to delete quota entry. Select this one. Go to delete quota entry. I'm deleting it. Yes, it is showing so many other things. So it is little. So take a ownership. So select everything. Take ownership. Close. That is got deleted. Okay. Then uncheck all the things. Apply. Okay. Okay. Now quota is removed, but data will be remains. So quota is removed. If you want to check it, go to student 2 and check it. Student 2 will get a complete. So it is again quota related things only showing it is. Okay, so you can go to student 2. We'll check it. See, it is 20 GB. Student 2. Because of I removed a quota, obviously I got a full drive access. That's it.
Data will be present in student 2 also, sir.
Yeah, data will be there. Data will
In
be
student
there.
2 also.
Yeah, student 2 and student 1 both can able to access the data. Sorry, this is E drive. Yeah, data will be there, but quota is removed.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't delete any drive. It is not a. We are not creating some separate drive. We are giving some space. You can utilize this space up to this much. That's it. Okay, within the drive only. Okay, good. Yes, understand? Okay, so just take a small break. Next one, I will start encryption. Okay, so these are the list of practicals also there. Like so, an encryption is there. Encryption key management is there. Okay, next BitLocker is there, and sharing. Okay, so we'll complete those things first.
Sir,
Yeah,
may I know about my attendance today? It's starting. I have not heard your voice.
okay.
Can you please put my attendance?
You want to repeat once more?
No, sir. About attendance.
Attendance I given to everyone.
Okay. Okay.
What is your name?
Sai Babu.
Yes, I have given.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so I checked already in this list. Everybody came on time, so now someone
Okay.
missing. Okay, but I given attendance to. Okay, take a break, guys. Back in a